Orlando, Lando, such a beautiful bloom, living out a life of Hollywood doom. Orlando, Lando, such a mystery. Just check out his dating history. Oh, no, 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 this can't be. He had a baby with Katy Perry. That lady's freaking scary. No, 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 I must say, he's so fine I might just cross that line. Dun, dun, dun. Relax, guys, I'm just being silly. Okay, I'm not in college anymore. Hi, friends, welcome back. And today we're going to be taking a look at Mr. Bloom. Now here we take a look at the bones, the skeletons of public figures to help crack and crumble these illusions they've cast upon us and lift the veil and the scales from our eyes. Please do not show hate to anyone anywhere for any reason. We do not know these people, therefore we definitely do not hate them. So here's Mr. Bloom as a young human, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm not buying it. It looks like that face mashup thing they do so well. Now, they always seem to have these jaggedy little pumpkin pie haircuts. And like one reason I'm not buying is that although if you saw a picture of me when I was a baby or this age or whatever, I might look similar, but I don't look so similar, you know? This just looks just like how he looks now, just touched up a bit. So I'm just not buying it. You're free to believe it if you so choose. Now, a bit older, we can see that flat forehead, no brow ridge present, small, low-set ears. This is an upside-down, eggy lack of jawline, okay? Now, it appears he has quite the long necktie area. It's also baby smooth, but I've talked about many times that hormones can cause this to happen. Now, I'm not saying this is the case here, but that is something that happens, and it can also happen with the limbs as well. Allegedly, possibly, maybe. Sloping shoulders. I can already tell this is a curved S-shaped spine by his stance. It's a bit of a pelvic tilt, and it's rounding at the top, okay? And again, with all the things on the skull that I've already mentioned. Get ready, we got a lot of shirtless photos to get through today, okay? So he's got some V-shaped clavicle bones, okay? Although he's very thin and in excellent shape, he does have a layer of subcutaneous fat on his stomach, which is perfectly normal for someone like me, okay? Short humerus bone from the shoulder to the elbow. In this photo, we can see the curving of the spine is coming in at the bottom and rounding at the top. Lovely little pelvic tilt going on. Nice. Again, with that curving of the spine, his skull looks really small here. The belly button looks low set. Oh yeah, looking good. Nice. Wow, get it, girl. Again, we can see that lovely pelvic tilt going on. We're also beginning to see an angled femur here, and also that short humerus bone from the shoulder to the elbow. He's just in excellent shape, isn't he? Okay, that curved S-shaped spine. Uh-oh, I spy inline footfall, okay? Oh, Orlando, say it isn't so. Crisscross, applesauce, inline football, the low-set calf muscles, smooth, rounded knees, the V-shaped clavicle bones, okay? And the arm is swinging akimbo, but he could be really trying to propel himself, so we'll just let that go. One more time for the inline footfall. And he also has that low slit-like belly button. Men have more circular belly buttons usually, and women have oblong or more slit-like. Now, that is nothing you would ever make a determination off of, but it's just one of the markers, okay? As I always say, gait is key, okay? That's hips, pelvis, Q angle, angled femur, all right? Gait is key. Now here he is more recently. He looks so different, just so different. Now all of a sudden he has this huge blocky jaw, which we saw in the beginning. That was not the case. Okay, now still those small low set ears, close set features, but he looks like if Antonio Banderas and Chester Bennington had a baby. This would be the child. Now he does have some Hollywood lookalikes, some doppelgangers. This is Luke Evans, and many people have made the comparison. Some say he looks just like Luke Evans as well as Dominic West. Now I can see him, but not as much as he looks like him. And although they do look similar, I don't think they look like the same person. I wouldn't think like he is him. I wouldn't think that. Now this is Rupert Friend, and they do look a lot alike. Yes, their hair is a different color, but really look at the features and the mouth. The mouth is what really does it for me. And they have very similar ears. Now we know these main players in Hollywood do play other characters, like not in just movies, but in like as other people. So I'm not saying it is, but it is definitely interesting that they look so similar. And here he is with those two guys, Rupert Friend, Luke Evans, and then that is James McAvoy. And when you look at a picture like this, they all do look really similar. Is this a little copy paste with a little edit? But this is where it gets really weird, because this is Romanian painter Nicolae Grigorescu, who died in 1907. Wow, the resemblance is uncanny. And here's another comparison. It's like the hairline and everything is on point. Now, as I was saying earlier, as he's gotten older, his jaw has become more squared off, but it didn't start like that, okay? So we know there are many procedures to just add that on in, okay? That is quite common in that world. But like even his ears are like sticking out, and that's exactly how his ears are. So very interesting. But hidden in his coat is a red right hand. Peaky Blinders. Okay, One Eye. The cover of The Cut movie, that movie, not the magazine, with the one eye. Ooh, we see that curvy spine there, Mr. and V-shaped clavicle bones. He looks so different here. In People magazine, Sexiest Man Alive 2021. Excuse me. He's got a lovely little duality checkerboard shirt on. Now, I'm not going to get into Katy Perry too much, because if you want to go check out my PSYOP series to learn all the tricks that have been in the news, I think it's like part 4, and on the cover it's JonBenet Ramsey, okay? And I cover her, Katy Perry, in that video. But we can see quickly, straight spine. She has the more angular jawline of the two, and that more piercing gaze. Here they are together at the VMAs, and although they're holding hands for the camera, they are miles apart. You can just feel the tension in this photo. They do not want to be there together in this moment. That's just what I'm reading on it. And it's kind of perfect, because they're wearing, she's white and he's wearing black, which is duality, and it feels like they are polar opposites. But she's liney, high set belly button, tight toned tummy, no subcutaneous fat. She's got that freaking piercing gaze. Oh, and they indeed separated. I did not know that until I made this video, but yes, they have separated. They have a daughter named Daisy, which is really interesting, because in my studies a long time ago, I heard that there is a type of programming called the Daisy programming. So it's like, why on earth would you name your daughter after the ultra of the MK? So I don't know. Well, maybe that's because they don't know. I guess that makes sense. They would have no idea. It was like maybe a subconscious thing. Okay, I'm going too deep here. And here he is again, looking unrecognizable. And since when did he have big holes in his ears from ear piercings? Like, what's up with that? That's new. Okay, but just remember, you don't need to believe me, because I'm just a silly lady on the internet that says, bones don't lie. People do. Bye.